The biggest hiring mistake I made earlier in my career was assuming that years of experience means that someone was a good designer. I know back then, it made sense to me. More years of experience means, you should have more projects, more practice, more clients, more learning throughout your entire career. So when I interview people, I will always give them the benefit of the doubt, right? I assume that if you're a senior, it means that you're talented. I assume if you're a senior, it means you got more clarity in your thinking. I assume that more senior means that you could communicate to designers, communicate your decisions, deal with tough clients, handle deadlines, talk about designs beyond just the visuals. But when I started asking deeper questions in the interview about their philosophy, their decisions, the challenges, about the data or the impact, some of the senior designers that I interviewed couldn't answer. They got stuck. They focused only on the visual. They couldn't understand why I was even asking those questions or why those questions even matter. And it became more obvious when they applied for roles far below their level. And that's where I realized that I couldn't even hire them, even though they are like five. One designer I was speaking to during the time I was hiring in DBS. He was my alum mater. He came from the same school that I was, and he was like 5, 6 years my senior, and he was applying for a junior mid-level role. I couldn't even hire him, right? And that itself made it super crystal clear because the way that they're thinking about the design didn't match up the work that was required from them. And I think that, yeah, I mean, that itself really kind of changed the way I hire forever, where I stopped looking at the years of experience that somebody has. I start looking about how the designer think. And for some juniors, honestly, they can think even better than seniors. Some communicate their impacts much clearly, more. And I think more important for me is that they are coachable and they have growth minded. So these are the people that I can really work with, mentor, coach, and groom, right? And I've seen this played out personally with a junior that I've hired and I supported since day one, have weekly one-on-ones with her. Eventually, within 2 years, grew into a senior product designer, had multiple promotions, multiple salary rise and increases as well. I think that self, really kind of made me kind of shift my thinking is that years of experience don't matter if you can't communicate your decisions, how you have influenced the product roadmap, how you have persuaded for stakeholders in and facilitated those discussions, or even just show your work and how you can change the product and the lives of your users and customers, and more importantly, the business. So the takeaway for you here is that, hey, if you can't articulate your thinking, then your level, whatever it is, gets downgraded instantaneously. No matter if you think that you may be a senior, lead, staff, principal level, if you can't do that, you just get downgraded all the way to maybe a junior or mid-level, no matter how many years of experience that you have. So that's a message that I'm going to leave you with today.